Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa. Today is Christmas Eve, the 24th of December 2024. It's just crazy to think that this time of the year has come around so quickly for all. So I was thinking earlier while I was chopping up some veggies for a bake that I'm making for dinner, whether or not I should share what my thoughts are with you. And then I thought maybe it will resonate with some of you that you're not alone in the way that you're thinking. And maybe you can share in the comments what you think and where your mind is going to this time of the year, because we seem to get caught up very, very much in the hype of Christmas, the craziness, the lead up to Christmas. And I'm definitely one of those people. And I just thought that I would share with you what I was thinking earlier, and maybe, like I said, you'd like to share what you're thinking as well. I have got my clipboard here and I will be referring to it because sometimes I get a little bit frazzled and mix up my words. And those of you that have been here for a long time, know Litsa speak, which is very handy. But we do have a lot of new yarny friends and I don't want to be misinterpreted. I don't want to actually upset anybody, because I always try to lead with kindness, and I'm very grateful that all of you do as well. We've got a beautiful yarny community here, so I just thought I'd come and share my Christmas thoughts with you. So I was thinking that as I get older, I appreciate the simpler things in life, especially the lead up to Christmas. It's very easy to get caught up in the craziness, the shopping, the gifting, the food preparation and cooking and the eating and trying to catch up with everyone. It's only when we stop that we realize what's important. And that's that moment that I had earlier today. I actually stopped and I thought, okay, we've made it so far. It is Christmas Eve. So let's have a little bit of, reflection. Tonight is Christmas Eve. Our children have given us the gift of time. So last year, now all of our children have actually moved out of home. Steve and I are empty nesters as such. So now that they've got extended families of their own, or they've moved out and, like my stepson has to visit with his mum and family, sharing their time has become very important and is just as evident to them as it was to us. But of course, that's just life's journey. We all leave the nest eventually. So what they decided as a collective last year was that they were going to gift us Christmas Eve. And I thought, how wonderful is that? So we do look forward to it. Although this is the second year that this has happened, it already feels like it's been happening for a long time. So the gift of Christmas Eve is basically the gift of time, making the time to be with us. And I really love that. So today, we've been preparing the same food that we've cooked for over 30 years. It's that tradition that brings our children comfort. I have tried over the years to, slot in a different dish or take away one, and it just hasn't worked. They just seem to want the same few dishes that I make over and over again. So I'm not messing with that formula. And what I think it is that brings them this comfort is that because in this fast-paced world, ever-changing world that we live in, that familiarity of, memories of their childhood is basically what is craved by all of us. We share old stories together. Any new members in the family, like our children partners, they love to look at the old photos and listen to the stories, and then they in turn share some of their family stories with us, which is great for bonding and getting to know each other even more. We play board games, generally, the board games, old school, but sometimes we play the new ones that are now on our smart TV, but it's just as much fun. And we listen to the Christmas carols because usually they're on TV now, or we just have a background with all the Christmas songs, which is amazing. It's a very nice time of the year. And for a few hours, time actually stands still. And yes, we do exchange gifts, but the greatest gift of all, as I've already said, is being together. And I'm very grateful for that. Our Christmas tree, the one downstairs, is very humble. It is the tree that my daughter bought for us about 10 years ago. It's decorated with all crocheted stars and little Christmas trees, and angels, and what else is on there? Snowflakes that I've either crocheted or we've been gifted by our yarny friends. They're not, you know, big ornaments like amigurumis and that. They're just your very simple, you know, basic ones, which I absolutely love. And at the top of the tree, there is a Coco ornament. So all of you who know Coco, it's a little Coco ornament at the top of the tree. And just on top of that is the star that my dad bought for us over 30 years ago. Now it's fairly old. Most of the glitter has come off. It is plastic, but a hard plastic, but I would never ever replace it because my dad bought us that star, as I said, over 30 years ago. My daughter is 32 and she was just a tiny little newborn almost at the time. Now it's also very important to give thanks. So let's give thanks to our first responders who are working, not sitting around the table, you know, eating and drinking with us and laughing, because they're out there, you know, the police, the firefighters, the paramedics, the nurses and the doctors in the hospitals. They're not in it for the money or the glory. They're just keeping us safe and responding when we need them. Let's be grateful for our family and friends if you have any in the armed forces, especially if they're deployed overseas. They're keeping people safe and protected and trying to bring peace to the world, which is something that we all crave, I'm sure. And anyone who has lost a loved one, whether they be family, friend, or pet, I know how you feel. But remember that they are forever with us in our hearts. And I hope that brings you some comfort, because I'm forever thinking of that as well. Now, this might be the time that you find it in your heart to accept a call from a family member or a friend that might be in jail. You might be that spark of hope they need to carry on. So, all of that said, I'd like to wish all of you that celebrate a very Merry Christmas, whether you're celebrating it with family and friends or alone. And you might be celebrating it alone, not by choice. So if you're celebrating with family and friends, cherish the memories that you make. They are so important. Don't just get through the process of Christmas, or, you know, like it has to be a tick on the list for the year. Try to absorb everything that's going on around you. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be stopping and enjoying. Whatever's done now has been done for Christmas as far as I'm concerned. You know, we're there now. Let's enjoy it. Don't just be someone that's, you know, this is who I have been in the past. So that's why I'm sharing that. Don't just be someone who, you know, caters Christmas and is running around cleaning up and doesn't get engaged in conversations because you think you're too busy to stop. Just stop and cherish the memories that you make as well with your family and friends. And if you do happen to be on your own, eat your favorite food, enjoy a favorite food of yours, watch a favorite show. And if you need to reach out, please do so. My email is always in the description box. You can leave a comment. You know, we will all respond. We are never alone, really, because we have the luxury of having friends on YouTube. The Yarny community is so beautiful, and I'm so happy that I'm a part of it, especially at Christmas time, because we do share a lot of our Christmas preparations and joy that does bring us, but I still feel that we need to slow down. And we don't want anyone feeling alone. So if we know that there's someone out there that is willing to have a chat with us, please reach out. I can be that person, definitely. You know I love a chat. This is no different to any other time of the year. So once again, if you are celebrating, whether it's not, like, it may not be Christmas, but a lot of us are celebrating around the world for different reasons at the moment. And even if it's just because you woke up today and you're grateful that there's so much happening around you that you can participate in, or you can watch on TV, just enjoy whatever the day brings this evening and tomorrow. You know, pretty much what we've all been gearing ourselves up for, but we don't want to miss out. So thank you so much for joining me, not only for today, but always. I really do appreciate your company. And like I said, those of you that are celebrating, I'd like to wish you a wonderful Christmas. And I will see you all very, very soon. More than likely not tomorrow on Christmas Day, but I will be back on Boxing Day to have a chat with you. So until I see you then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye for now.